Coming up on Torrance Today, Torrance delegates share one last meal in Kashiwa and reflect on their time there as they get ready to head back home. A Torrance school dedicated to empowering neurodivergent students adds a unique program to its curriculum, and pet owners learn the do's and don'ts of dog obedience thanks to the Torrance Public Library. It's all coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, October 12th. I hope your week is wrapping up nicely. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. More than 40 delegates from Torrance spent 3 full days in Kashiwa, Japan over the weekend, celebrating the two cities' 50th sister city anniversary. They shared their final meal together before going their separate ways. Christine Lee was there and has more.
I finally get to do things like make coffee in the morning because I'm not in a rush anymore. Except I don't know how to use it. Despite my jet lag, I get the most rest, waking up just before 6 a.m., still on time to head down to breakfast at 7. One last time. Thank you. It's great to see that a lot of my fellow travelers are up early too, and we share one last meal together, thinking back on our time here.
Oh, the trip went really well. We came for the 35th, so the 15 years since our first anniversary trip, and being the 50th this year, everything was brand new, 2 or 3 steps higher than it had been. Walking down Torrance Street, I could not believe that for us to now have a signpost on the corner of Torrance Street is a big deal.
She says more than 600 adults and more than 500 students made trips between Torrance and Kashiwa over the past 50 years. Then there are host families on both sides who also got involved.
It's just like a spider web that just keeps growing and growing and bigger of the people that we've affected.
I asked what her favorite part of the trip was.
Seeing old friends. You're going to make me cry on that one. Just being able to, every 5 years, see them and think it was yesterday, it was the last time you saw them. The friends we've made, that's the key point and the keystone of sister city relationships. President Eisenhower in 1956 developed the sister city program so it would be people to people, and I wish you were here to see that it really is people to people.
Speaking of people to people, during this trip I discovered that some people in this group are literally my neighbors.
It's pretty wild that it took coming halfway across the world to discover that you have connections with people. So yeah, we found out we walk our dogs at the same park and live, about 500 feet from each other. So that was really awesome.
Susan and Lawrence also share what's closest to their hearts from our 50th anniversary trip.
I think my favorite part was going to the school and seeing the kids. That was exciting. And then I noticed every place we went, they had a band. When we went to the city hall, it was a fire department band. I was like, a fire department has a band? And I was like, wow, that's exciting. And then when we went to the school, they had a band. And then when we went to the Torrance Street Festival, they had the kids that were singing. That was great. And just seeing the ukulele, that was nice. And the steel guitar, I mean, you don't always see that. They're really passionate about music here.
I think going to Ichikashi, the high school, was really special for me. That whole day going to Kashiwa no Hi, which is like their futuristic part of the day, like stepping in the future, and then for me going to Ichikashi and stepping back into the past, which is a school that I got to go to back when I was in high school. And I didn't know if I was going to remember it or anything was going to be familiar, and it was. And I remembered the gym and their awesome brass band, and they were so welcoming and stuff. We have a high school student and a student that's about to be in high school, so for us seeing that age group and the teenagers and stuff was really, really cool.
If I could stay, I'd stay.
No, yeah, there's definitely like so much more to explore here and see and do. They said last night that it's not sayonara, it's see you later. Yeah. So we're taking that to heart, and we're like, yeah, we're definitely will be back.
Kashiwa no minasama, arigatou gozaimashita.
Sayonara! Alright, bye.
Alright, see ya. Bye guys. Bye Christine, thank you for everything. Bye. Bye Christine, safe travels.
Back in my room, I'd taken the last of Kashiwa before heading out to Tokyo. It's been an incredible journey. I'm so thankful that I got to share this experience with you. Looking forward to greeting you again from the South Bay. But for now, sayonara from Tokyo. I'm Christine Lee with Torrance City Cable.
You can watch recaps from each day online right now on our city's YouTube channel. You can also watch the stories starting tomorrow on Weekends in Torrance, right here on City Cable. And back at home, Switzer Learning Center is the city's only non-public school specializing in teaching neurodiverse students with unique learning styles. The center unveiled a new after-school program recently that teaches the students the skills needed to be a DJ.
It's really about building these fundamentals and building a nice firm foundation so that we can build upon that. You can start incorporating other songs, music that you like, and figuring those things out and worried about.
I was born listening to music, but usually I like music until I was maybe like about 5, and I keep on doing it.
I've always wanted to DJ. Like, one of my dreams was to perform in public, just out in the outside world, you know, and just perform for people and entertain others, make them laugh, make them smile, make them enjoy themselves, make it feel like that life can be great. Having this type of opportunity makes me realize, oh, wait, this is a chance, you know, I can take this and use it as an opportunity to follow the dream that I always wanted to do.
So I can make the loop bigger or smaller.
So with the DJ program, we often say that this is about learning to DJ, but it's also not about learning to DJ. Like, they really will gain confidence through this program, get a chance to explore music in a different way. Many of them already love music, but they want to find different ways to express themselves and their love for music. So to be able to give them some of these skills will allow them to find ways to have a deeper relationship with music.
A couple of my students, they will be graduating, going on into the real world. And wouldn't it be awesome if they could spin a record at their mom's 50th birthday party, or, you know, work at the family functions, and possibly even get jobs at nightclubs. So we're hoping that this experience will translate into the real world and they can honestly make some money.
DJ Hoppa is the creator of the Start to DJ program. He says the need for DJs transcends nightclubs and radio stations. They can perform anywhere from a mall to an outdoor festival. He adds that the technical knowledge of DJing and skill set required to curate a specific environment translates into many other career opportunities. The program is free for Switzer students, but is open to all neurodivergent students in the Los Angeles area. For more information, visit switzercenter.org/press-dj-program. And from turntables to terriers, dog owners from around the community learned all about the do's and don'ts of dog obedience at the Civic Center.
A friend of mine actually got the email from the library and sent it to me, knowing we have a new puppy. Just had a lot of good information. We've had a puppy before, so it just kind of reinforced some of the information that we've learned before, but you forget. Especially when you have a new dog. Thanks for Torrance to keep putting on good programming and using community businesses.
Today we were invited to the Torrance Library to give a little talk on dog training, specifically on some tips, some tricks, and some common mistakes that people encounter with their dogs. It was really great to be out in the public and get to know some of the people in the community and really be able to talk about some of the issues that people are facing with their dogs. They really are the same issues that everyone has, and it's just a matter of kind of how can we help everyone resolve them. Our motto is, we don't train dogs, we train the people that love them, because really that's what counts when you have a dog.
The dog obedience class is part of the Happy Hours series of events held weekly just outside the Katie Geisert Civic Center Library. The Torrance Public Library holds many events throughout the year. To learn more, visit library.torranceca.gov. We are just a few days away from the end of Hispanic Heritage Month, a time when we shine a light on the culture and contributions of the Hispanic and Latinx members of our community. City Cable stopped by the Torrance Art Museum recently and spoke with the curator of one of its current exhibitions that's dedicated to exploring the role of colonial Catholicism in shaping the modern Latinx identity.
As a half Latin American person, it's a real honor to be able to explore my culture. The show that I curated is about synchronicity and how in the Latin American identity, a lot of it is shaped by Catholicism, but the Catholicism that the Latin American identity is shaped by is very different than the European Catholicism because of colonialism. These indigenous religions kind of went underground and became part of the culture. And so the spirituality that we have as Latin Americans is very unique because it has this kind of remnants of these indigenous religions that we're trying to survive. So it's this very unique spirituality, and so this show explores that.
Mala Muerte, or Bad Death, is part of the Sur Biennial 2023 exhibition. It is on display in the museum's main gallery through Saturday, December 2nd. The need to increase blood donations remains a priority. To help fill the need, the American Red Cross has teamed up with the Rotary Club of Torrance Del Amo and the Rotary Club of South Bay Sunrise for its upcoming blood drive. The blood drive takes place from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. this Saturday, October 14th, at the Torrance South Bay YMCA Gym, located at 2900 West Sepulveda Boulevard. You can schedule your appointment by going to redcrossblood.org and entering the sponsor code Rotary Torrance. Another option is to just plug in the sponsor code TORRANCECA and select the best day and time to donate at the American Red Cross Blood Donation Center, located at 2814 Sepulveda Boulevard. If you are looking for something to do this weekend, there are several fun and unique events taking place throughout the city. The Downtown Torrance Association is holding its 6th annual Scare Down in downtown on Saturday, October 14th. The event begins at 4 p.m. and will feature games, live music, vendors, and lots of fun. Also on Saturday, Torrance High School hosts Sunnydale Homecoming, a charity event that allows fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer to walk the grounds of where the TV series was filmed for an immersive evening of nostalgia. For more information, visit fandomcharities.org. And on Sunday, the Torrance Cultural Arts Commission will host the 45th Annual Excellence in Arts Awards, recognizing individuals and organizations that make outstanding contributions in the arts. The event takes place at 2 p.m. on October 15th at the Toyota Meeting Hall. Today is the last day to RSVP. To do so, visit arts.torranceca.gov and click on the Cultural Services tab. As we head into the weekend, be sure to catch the latest episodes of Weekends in Torrance. On Friday, Torrance High School girls flag football team makes history with the Lady Tartars playing their first game at Zamperini Field. Then, watch as we recap the Torrance Summer Night series of events put on by the city's Community Services Department. And on Sunday, follow City Cable's Christine Lee as she takes viewers on a tour of this year's Torrance Beer Run. All this and more on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right here on Torrance City Cable. Still ahead, it's Thoughtful Thursday, and we'll tell you about a middle school basketball event founded with all the right intentions when we come back in 60 seconds.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Thoughtful Thursday, we'd like to tell you about a special basketball showcase empowering young female athletes. The 4th annual Her Game took place at Bishop Montgomery High School recently, featuring some of the top female middle school athletes from our region. Her Game is an organization focused on the involvement of young women in sports, primarily basketball. Its mission is to empower the players by uplifting gender equity, creating spaces for exposure, and serving communities. Her Game founder, Des Allais, started the organization as a response to some of the social injustices young women and women of color face. It is her goal to use athletics to teach the girls how to respond, advocate, and find solutions. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Monday with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great weekend.